and welcome. My name is Charyl and I want to thank you so much for joining me today. So for this flow, we'll be getting into opening up the hips a bit and also neutralizing the spine. We'll be working towards the Malasana squat, also known as the yogi squat. If you are someone who tends to have tightness in your hips and even in your ankles, it's good to have a block nearby. So just have it near in case you need it for when we are ready to get into the final pose. So without further ado, we'll get straight into it, coming to a cross-legged position in the center of your mat. So bring your legs to cross either at your ankles, your shins, or pulling one heel to your groin. Stack your shoulders over your hips, hands down on your lap, and either soften your gaze or close down your eyes. And we'll take a couple of cleansing breaths here before we get into the meat of it. So inhale fully into your belly, your diaphragm and your chest. Fill your lungs completely with air. And then exhale, let everything go. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Good. 1 more. Let it go. Slowly, if your eyes are closed, start to blink them open. If your gaze is softened, refocusing your gaze. And then we'll add some movement with the breath. Send your arms straight up and overhead, fingertips reaching towards the ceiling or the sky. Find length in your side body. And exhale, let your arms float down to the side. Nice. Inhale, reach arms up once more. Exhale, take a little side bend to the right. Just let your right hand come down to the ground and really plug your left hip to the floor as you reach your left arm up and overhead. Good. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, let your left hand come to the ground. Plug the right hip down, reach the right arm up and overhead. Just explore, finding some space in the right side body, and then inhale, come right back up. Good. Exhale, take a twist. So right hand comes to the left leg, and then the left hand comes behind your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen into your twist. Good. Inhale, send your arms back up and overhead. Come through center. Exhale, take your twist to the right. Left hand comes to the right thigh. Lengthen the spine once you arrive. Use your exhale to deepen into your twist. And then come right back through center, both arms up. Exhale, let it go. Good. Make your way to a tabletop position at the top of your mat. So stack your shoulders over your wrists. Stack your hips over your knees. And find a nice flat spine. Draw your belly in. Lengthen the crown of your head forward. And we'll take a couple of cat-cows here. So as you inhale, let your belly lower as you send your gaze forward and slightly up. And then exhale, round your spine. Tailbone, crown of the head reaches towards the ground, and then do it a couple more times. Maybe 2 more, maybe 3. Just flow with your pace of breath. It doesn't have to match mine. Linger wherever you need to. If you need to iron out some kinks and just hover for a bit, feel free to do that. Don't overthink it. Let your body tell you what it needs. And then make your way through back to a neutral tabletop and really reset in your tabletop. So hug your arms in towards the middle of your mat and really engage the triceps to keep the arms straight and draw your belly in. Take a breath here. A nice strong table, let it go. Good, and then lower down to your forearms. The hips stay high. And shifting your weight between both hands and your left leg, tuck your right toes, and then just lift your right leg to hover. Send the sole of your right foot up towards the sky. So just see how high can you lift your leg. And once you've found your max, start to open the hip. Knee comes out to the side, and then pull that knee towards your armpit and then sweep it up under your body, and then do it again. Send the leg up, So just taking some circles with your hips here. Take 3 good quality circles in this direction. And once you've finished your third circle, pause and then switch the direction. Draw your knee forward, then open out to the side as you rotate the sole of the foot up. And then pull the knee down and towards the chest. And then do 3 circles here. Stay with your breath. Nice and controlled movements. And then release your leg down once you finish that third circle. And then switching to the other side. So shift your weight now on both forearms and your right thigh, right shin. Tuck the toes and then lift the leg to hover. Take your circles here. So the foot goes up, open up the hip, knee goes out to the side, then towards your armpit, underneath you, and then do it again. See if you can keep that movement coming just from your hips. So notice if you start to spin your torso open, what does it take to keep your chest square to the floor? Once you finish 3 circles here, pause, switch directions, draw the knee forward, open your hip, send it back. Really connect what you're doing. So connect your conscious brain to what you're feeling in your hip and keeping everything else nice and still. Once you finish that third round in the second direction, just release your leg back to the floor and then send your hips back towards your heels. Come to a child's pose. Creepy crawl your fingers towards the short edge of your mat as you continue to send your hips back towards your heels. And then shift forward, coming to a modified plank. So now your hips are in front of your knees, but your shoulders are still stacked over your wrists. Draw your belly in, so be mindful if you're drooping. Right? Pull it in, nice long spine. And then on your next exhale, bend your elbows straight back, lower all the way to your belly. Good. Send your right leg out to the side, so the top of your right thigh is parallel to the short edge of your mat. And then see if you can find that 90-degree angle with your lower leg. So from your ankle to your knee, knee to your hip. So you're in a half frog with the lower body. And then place your forearms on the ground as you stack your shoulders over your elbows, palms face down. So your upper body is in a sphinx and your lower body is in a frog. And we'll play with some activating here. Press your hands firmly down into the mat or the floor, grip the mat with your fingers, and then pull your chest through your shoulders whilst also pressing that right hip down into the floor, right? But don't dump. We're finding length. So draw your belly in, pull your chest through, lengthen your spine. Good. On your next exhale, we're going to come into a little half frog plank. So press your forearms in, lift your belly up, even the leg, and just pull yourself up to a little plank shape, and then lower back down into your frog sphinx frog. I'm sure there's like a way that's supposed to be said. And then do it again. Find your forearm plank, and lower it down, pull the chest through, plant, really press that hip down. Do it one more time. Find your plank, lift the hip up. Good, and then lower back down, pull the chest through. Good. Lower your chest down, send both arms forward, and then start to roll over to your left side, and coming into a little reclined spinal twist, reaching the right shoulder towards the floor. And just take a little breath. And rotate back onto your belly, send both arms forward, and then send that right leg straight back, hands directly up under your shoulder heads, zip everything in, pull your elbows in towards your rib cage, press yourself up to a modified plank, so stay on your knees, and then send your hips back towards your heels. Find a child's pose, and we'll do the second side. Shift forward, find your modified plank. Take your time, really find it. Don't just shift through poses, really experience them. Draw your belly in, nice long spine, bend your elbows straight back. Lower all the way to your belly. Left leg comes out to this side. Find that 90-degree angle, so lower body's in your half frog, and then elbows up under your shoulders. Find your sphinx upper body. Pull your chest forward, draw your belly in, press that left hip firmly into the floor, and then find your plank. Press the top of your foot into the mat. Lift up. Press your arms into the ground and then lower your hips. Pull the chest through. Left hip presses into the ground. Do it 2 more times. Lift up and lower. Beautiful. 1 more time. Press up and lower down. Come back to your Sphinx. Send your arms forward, lower your chest down, roll over to your right side, take the spinal twist on the other side. Left arm reaching out to the side, maybe your shoulder comes to the ground. Take a little twist here. Use your breath every time you exhale. Notice if you're holding on to tension somewhere you don't really need it. And then roll yourself back onto your belly, send your arm forward, and then send that leg straight back. Hands directly up under your shoulders. Once again, hug the elbows in. Press yourself up. Come right back to that modified plank. Send your hips back. Come back to your child's pose. Take the breath here. Let it go. And shifting forward back to a tabletop, tuck your toes, lift your knees to hover, and then send your hips back and up as we arrive in our first Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So it's our first dog of our practice together. So do what you need to do. You can pedal out your feet, you can wag your tail. Any movements that your body is craving. And if your body is not craving any movements, just find stillness. A couple more moments here to play. Just really don't think too much. Let your body kind of move the way it feels like it needs to move. And then find some stillness. Heels reaching down, they don't need to touch. Hips lifting up, push the ground away. Hug your arms in towards your face. No tension in your neck. Inhale, lift your heels up, take your gaze forward. Bend your knees, take as many steps as you would like to take to get to the top of the mat so you can jump, float. You can take a bunch of teeny tiny steps and work on compression. You decide. Come to a forward fold at the top of your mat and then root to rise. Circle sweep your arms coming up. Good. Exhale, release your arms. Bring your hands in prayer at heart center. And just pause for a moment as we shift to our first standing posture. So really ground down in your Tadasana. Arches of your feet are lifting. Kneecaps are lifted. Engage the quads. Tailbones reaching down towards the ground. Lengthen through the side body. Shoulders stacking over your hips. Take a beat. Let it go. But from here, heel toe your feet out a little bit wider than your hips, maybe the distance of your mat. Send your arms up and overhead, and then sit in a wide-legged chair. So just bend your knees, lower your hips, arms still reaching up and overhead. Weight still mostly in your heels, so just like for some people, this is their regular chair, and that's cool. Good. From here, straighten your legs, and then just hinge your chest forward so your chest is facing the ground. Right, you want your spine parallel to the floor. And then bend deeply into your right knee. Keep the left leg straight. And just explore how deeply you can bend here and shift that weight. And come through center and then bend deeply into your left knee. Still reaching forward. Come back through center, legs straight. And then exhale, fold forward. Release the crown of your head to the floor, let it dangle. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Good. Exhale, plant your hands down to the ground and then step your right leg back. Lower your back knee and just arrive in a little lizard lunge. Keep the chest shining forward. Stay high on your hands here. And then plant your right hand firmly into the mat as you twist over to the left. Send your left arm up. Nice. Return your left hand down to the mat on the inside of your foot, and then we're going to twist to the right. Send the right arm up. Nice. Release your hand back down. Come back to that lizard lunge. Left foot steps back. Find the plank of your choice. You can stay on your knees, maybe tuck the toes and lift the knees. Whatever you decide, clean it out, take a vinyasa. So you can lower halfway or all the way to your belly. Take the back bend, a cobra or an up dog, and then make your way back. Find a downward facing dog. And then just reset in your down dog. Hug the arms in, push the ground away. Release any tension in your neck. And just check in with your left and your right side. Notice any differences between the two. And then when you're ready, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. lower your back knee, come right back to that lizard lunge. Now on the second side, stay on your hands, still lengthening your spine, chest moving forward. And now the left hand plants down. Take the twist over your right leg. Nice. Lower your hand down, press your right hand firmly in, take the twist to the left. Open twist here. And release your hand back down to the mat, come right back to that lizard. Right leg goes back this time. You decide whether you stay on your knees or to your toes and take your vinyasa. Clean it out. Come back to your downward facing dog. Take the breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up. Step your foot to the outside of your right hand. Come back to that lizard pause. Start to take little rocks to get your mind and your body in agreement. You're going to step that back leg to the outside of your left hand. So you can take multiple steps or a giant step. And then from here, straighten your legs. Come into a semi-wide-legged forward fold. Release the crown of your head to the floor. Place your hands on your hips. Keep your back nice and flat. Rise up halfway. Good. You can reach your arms forward if you like, or you can leave them on your hips and then bend deeply into your left knee. So just shifting your weight over to the left. Keep your back nice and flat. Good. Come through center. Bend into your right knee. Nice. Come back through center. And then root to rise. Come up. Arms float up with you if they were on your hips. And then just release your arms down by your side. You can heel toe your feet back together or just jump them back. Come back to Tadasana at the top of your mat. And then inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Nice halfway lift. Plant your hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Reset. Hug the arms in, push the ground away. And use your next inhale, right leg lifts. Step your foot on the outside of your hand. Come to that lizard lunge. Good. Leave the back knee lifted this time. We'll take a couple push-ups here. So bend your elbows straight back in your lizard and just dip your chest down towards the floor. Nice. Push yourself back up. 2 more times. Lower down. Keep the spine nice and straight. Press up. Once more. Lower down. Press it up. Pause here. Come to the pinky edge of your right foot. Let your hip open. You can keep the back knee lifted or lower it down. If you want a little bit more, you can place that right hand on the inner thigh and just help it open up a little bit more. So choose the variation you want. Make your way back through center. Return the sole of your foot back to the floor. And then straighten your front leg, send the hips back. Come to like a wide-legged pyramid. Lift the toes if you'd like, if you have the space to do so. That left hand comes flat on the ground. Take a twist over your front leg. Good. Release your right hand down. Take an open twist towards the left. Good. Release your hand back down. If the sole of your foot is lifted, return it and then heel toe your foot to the center. Bend into that front knee. Rise up, find a high crescent. Good. Open up, find a warrior 2. So pivot on the ball of the back foot, lower your back heel. Take your time. Front thigh is spinning in and up. Arms out to the side. You decide how deep of a bend you want in that front knee. Come to your side angle so your forearm can be on your thigh or reaching down towards the ground. Whatever you decide, see if you can keep that right side nice and long. And if your arm is reaching up and overhead, send the fingers straight up to the sky and then straighten your front leg. Come to Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Spinning the chest open. Soft bend in your front knee. rise up, come to a 5-pointed star. Good. Heels turn in, toes turn out. Come to a little goddess squat. Opening up the hips, so working the thighs open, lowering down. Try not to arch your back too much. See if you can tuck your tailbone down. Press yourself back up. Come right back to that 5-pointed star. Pivot on the ball of your back foot, the heel of your front foot, and then come back to a high crescent. At the top of your mat, good, hinge forward, frame your front foot with your hand, step it back, come to a downward facing dog. Take a breath, inhale. Let it go, exhale. That left leg lifts when you're ready. Step your foot to the outside of your hand. Come to that lizard lunge. Leave the back knee lifted. Still lifting the chest forward. Good, we'll take our push-ups here. Bend the elbows straight back, lower down for 3. Press up. And 2. Press up. So you can keep your spine nice and straight. And 1. Press up. Stay here. Come to the pinky edge of your left foot. Open up the hip. You can lower the back knee if you would like to. You can also place your left hand on your inner thigh and just open up a little bit more. And return the sole of your foot to the ground, return your hand to the floor, and then straighten your front leg, shift back, come to this little pyramid. Option to lift the front toes. And then plant your right hand down, twist over your front leg. And keep that right arm nice and strong. Release your left hand down, the inside of your leg. Take the open twist. Good. Release your hand down. Release the sole of your foot to the floor. Heel toe. Your foot to the center. Bend into your front knee. Rise up. Finding your high crescent on the second side. You decide how deep you bend into that front knee. And when you're ready, open up. Find your warrior 2. And adjust your feet as needed. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Come to your side angle on this side. So maybe your forearm's on your thigh. Maybe you reach to a block or the floor. But option to send that arm up and overhead. Maybe even look up. Good. If the arm is reaching overhead, send it fingers up to the ceiling. Straighten your front leg. Come to that triangle. And really see if you can square your chest to the long edge of your mat. Good. Bend into your front knee a bit. Bring yourself up. Find a 5-pointed star. Good. Make the adjustments that you need. We're going to come back to our squat. Bend your knees. Open your hips. Cactus your arms. Watch the pelvis. Notice if you're arching your back. Tuck your pelvis down. Once again, if you are in the tight hip club, I'm in it. This isn't always the most wonderful place to be, but we work with what we have. So press yourself back up. Come to that 5-pointed star. Good. Pivoting on the ball of the back foot, heel of the front foot, or another way. Come back to your high crescent. Nice. Hinge forward. Frame your front foot. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Shift forward. Come to the plank of your choice, either on your knees or on your toes. Take a vinyasa. Clean it out. Make your way back. Find your downward facing dog. Take a breath as you reset and just check in with whatever you're feeling in your body. Notice if things start to shift and open. And on your next inhale, lift your right leg up. Step your foot to the outside of your right hand. Come back to that lizard lunge. Nice straight spine. Start to shift. You're going to step that back foot to the outside of your left hand. And then lowering down, come to your yogi squat. So lower your hips down, bending into the knees, exploring here. You might take a few breaths to find your end point, depending on how tight your hips are. If you have loosey-goosey hips, this might be really, really nice for you. If your hips are really tight, and this is agony, right? You're not really benefiting if you're fighting to be here. So I would invite you, if that is you, to grab a hold of a block or something to elevate your hips, and then have a seat on the block. And then pull your heels in until your body tells you to stop. Have your triceps on your inner thighs, hands in prayer. And from here, work on opening the hips. So press your arms into your legs as you lengthen instead of nice and tall. Okay. So this is a wonderful place to start, especially if you are someone where Malasana is not fun for you. This pose takes a lot of flexion, bending here at the hip, the knee, and at the ankle. So if you are just in a tighter body all around, especially in the lower body, this isn't always joyful to be in. So be where you are, breathe wherever you are, and just enjoy what you can. And over time, you'll open up and you'll be able to sit more comfortably. When I first started doing yoga, there was no way I could do this in my body, right? If you have crow pose in your practice, since we are kind of set up for that, and you'd like to take it, either a crow or a flying frog, feel free to do that now. You can place your hand on the ground. For flying frog, your thighs stay on the outside of your arm. Push the ground away with your fingers. Look forward, look forward, look forward, shift forward. Maybe the heels lift, pull them to your groin or to your bottom. If you want the option with knees on the triceps, just place them there, same. Or you can just hang out in your yogi squat. And if you're flying, come back to your squat. Lower back down. Good. And then simply lower to your bottom. Anyway, if you can just plop down without using your hands, cool. If you are like me, you need the hands, also cool. And then just come to sitting on your bottom. I'm gonna turn this way so you can see me better. Soles of the feet flat on the ground, sit up nice and tall. We'll take a couple of switches, 90-90s, so that your knees knock over to the right. Come through center, let them go over to the left. Good. One more time each way. Nice. Come back up through center and then make your way onto your back. So just roll yourself down. Keep the soles of your feet flat on the floor, a little bit wider than your hips. Arms down by your side, palm face down, coming into Setu Bandhasana bridge pose. So start with your pelvis. Lift your pelvis up, roll up the length of your spine. Find your edge as high as your body's willing to go. Weights in the back of your head and your shoulders. And then you have options here. We'll be here for a few moments. So you can stay here. You can place a block directly up under your hips if that feels good. If you have more you want to give, you can grab your ankles, or you can interlace your fingers and bind, pressing the pinky edges of your hands to the ground. And if yet you still would like a little bit more front body opening, you can always take an upward facing bow. And take one more breath in your front body opener. And if you're in a bind of any kind, release it and then start to gently roll your spine back down to the ground. Last thing to come to the floor is your pelvis. Good. And then simply cross your right ankle over your left thigh. It's a little figure four. And then lower your knee and your foot to the left. Arms out in a T. Let's take a little gentle twist here. Make your way back through center and then switch the cross of your legs. Left ankle crosses over right thigh, and then take the twist to the right. Completing your twist by taking your gaze over the left shoulder. Really use the breath to release, especially in the hips and the low back. And then make your way back through center and uncross your ankle. If there is any other final posture that you're itching to take before we finish, you can do that now. Otherwise, I release the legs out. Long arms by your side. Take up as much space as you would like, possibly inching your shoulder blades a little bit closer together just to give your chest some lift. And then arrive in Shavasana. Either shut down your eyes or soften your gaze. And just take a couple of moments here. Give your body and your nervous system a chance to integrate everything you just did. I invite you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you are able to. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through your practice today. It truly is an honor. The light in me sees, honors, and respects the light in you. Om Shanti Shanti. Peace. If you enjoy flowing with me, please like this video and subscribe to my channel so you'll be the first one to know when I release a new class. For access to my full library of pulse tutorials and continuously growing full-length classes, subscribe to Phoenix Fitness Yoga on Demand. Just click the link in the description to learn more. Namaste.